Hey guys, what's up? This is Harry Talks Movies and TV, and this is my review for Sharper on Apple TV+. This video will have spoilers for the new movie Sharper, so here's a warning about that. And yeah, so Apple just released, or on Friday, this is Sunday that I'm recording this, Apple just released a new movie called Sharper. It stars Julianne Moore, Sebastian Stan, John Lithgow, Justice Smith, and that's it, right? Yeah, and the actress who plays Sandra, I don't know her name, but yeah, this movie did not get a very good score on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, it got like a 67, which is okay. It's not terrible, right? But it's not the best, but you know, it's okay. And so yeah, I hadn't checked that until after watching the movie. So let me tell you, I was really disappointed because I actually loved this movie up until the third act, which not the third act, but the ending, which I will talk about. So that did take it down for me, but ultimately I did really enjoy the movie. I loved the first 3/4 of the movie. Loved it. I was just really enthralled with it, to be honest. I didn't know what the movie was about before I watched it. I actually hadn't seen the trailer. I saw who was in it. I saw the poster. I was like, okay, this looks good. I'll watch it. And I did. Went in completely blind. Had no clue what it was about, and came out overall pretty happy. And it's a movie about con artists, basically, like a little bit like Focus with Will Smith and Margot Robbie, a little bit like that, but not really. So yeah, it's about con artists and scammers, basically. And yeah, so I really very much enjoyed it. This movie has layers, it's like scam upon scam upon scam, so that was really cool to see, like how there was a con going on, and then you'd find out that there's another con going on at the same time, but they're conning them, and it's very confusing, but it's really smart and really cool. Well, I thought so, at least. But yeah, I thought all the performances were really great. Julianne Moore's has been doing a lot of really cool stuff lately. She did When You Finish Saving the World with Finn Wolfhard, and it was directed by Jesse Eisenberg, actually, and she was really good in that. While I thought the movie was okay, she was really, really good in that. So she was also great in this. She's just a terrific actress, and Sebastian Stan's in it. Everybody knows Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier. He was also really great in Pam and Tommy. And yeah, so he was great in this. John Lithgow, everybody knows John Lithgow. He's more so a character actor. Like you would have seen him in something. Like I actually didn't know his name until like a few months ago, maybe last year or something. So yeah, and Justice Smith, he's really good. He's in a video game called The Quarry. He does the motion capture for one of the characters, and he's really good in that. And he's also in a few other things that I can't really think of off the top of my head, but yeah. So overall, I did really enjoy this movie. I'll talk about the end in a minute, but I just loved it. I mean, I was so enthralled. Like, I like how it goes like character by character. We start off with Tom and how he meets Sandra, and it all turns out to be a scam. And I still didn't know what the movie was up until that point where she walks away with the money, and I was like, oh, she's scamming him. I did realize that before it was revealed, and I was like, oh my god, this is a scam. And yeah, so I was like, what is this? Is this like a romance movie? Like, I didn't understand. But then once we got the ball rolling, and once she actually scammed him and walked off, I was like, oh wow, that's cool. And then we transitioned to her point of view, or her perspective, her origin, basically, how she got into that position. And that was also really cool. That scene with the parole officer, I thought was really, really good. And yeah, so I did like how they switched but they told the story through the characters' perspectives. So Tom, Sandra, Max, and then, oh god, am I forgetting? Oh, Madeline, yeah. I nearly forgot Julianne Moore's character's name. But yeah, so I also like how it was revealed halfway through that Tom is John Lithgow's character. I can't remember his name. I actually can't remember his name. Tom, Justice Smith's character, is John Lithgow's character. John Lithgow's character's son. Okay, that's confusing. Yeah, so I did really like how that was revealed halfway through the movie, basically. And this movie, it had like a bunch of twists and turns, sort of. Like, you don't really understand what's going on, and then his name was Richard. There we go. I just looked it up. Dan Lithgow's character's name was Richard. So Tom is Richard's son, and that wasn't revealed until halfway into the movie. This movie has twists. Like, for example, how we thought that Max was Madeline's son, and they were conning Richard, right? And that I actually felt bad for Richard, but he's a billionaire, whatever. And they were conning him, and then it turns out, I tell you what, I was so uncomfortable when she walked into Max's apartment after they had that big fake fight, and they started making out. I was like, what the fuck is going on? but you know, it's revealed that it's not actually his mom, and it's a scam, which is just scam upon scam upon scam. Like, God. So that part where Max was staying with his mum, quotation marks, and then the cop's name was Tipsy. He's working with them. He comes in. I thought that was real, and then it turns out it's not, and they figured it out. And I was like, oh wow. But then that's a lie as well. So it's all like two lies upon lies upon lies, and I loved it. I thought it was really, really cool. But that was just rambling, basically. I do want to talk about the ending. So the ending kind of comes out of nowhere. Or it's not that it comes out of nowhere, but it's like, I don't know, like from the third act, from like, you know, past halfway in the movie, Tom and Sandra have been scamming everyone the whole time. Well, not the whole time, but getting their revenge basically on Max and Madeline. I thought, I don't know, it just didn't land. I don't know how to describe it per se, but it didn't land for me, you know? It felt like I knew, by the way, when Madeline shot him, or when he shot himself, I knew that was fake. Come on, it's a movie about scams and someone who's just got shot in a sketchy way. This guy is not dead. I knew that, but I didn't know the circumstances. I didn't know Sandra was in on it. I also didn't know that the head of security guy, Goldie, was in on it as well. So yeah, I thought all of that was kind of out of nowhere, right? But overall I liked the ending, right? Like, I didn't love it. I didn't stick the landing all the way, but it didn't make me dislike the movie. I still really, like, I would say I love the movie, to be honest, and I'm very disappointed that it got a pretty average score on Rotten Tomatoes. So yeah, I would really like a sequel, to be honest. I don't think they'll do it because, you know, it's a direct-to-streaming movie. It didn't do too well with reviews, so I don't think they'll do it. But I would love if they did, you know. Another part I also loved when Max was training Sandra basically to like be a con artist. I just thought that whole sequence was really, really cool, and I loved it. I love this movie. I seriously, if you have not seen it, I know I've basically just spoiled the whole movie for you, which is actually pretty bad, but yeah, so if you can look past that, you know, spoilers aren't everything, but if you can look past that, go check out the movie, seriously, if you have not seen it. I know I've just spoiled the whole thing, but it's still worth watching. It's really, really great, and you will not regret it. So yeah, that is my review for Sharper. It's on Apple TV Plus now. Go check it out. I highly, highly recommend it. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Did you like the movie? Did you not? Have you seen it? Are you going to watch it? Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Go check out my other reviews and turn on post notifications so you know when I post. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.